Hi everyone, stay tuned for not only a Transfer Tuesday today, but also a weekly check-in.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine.
Hi everyone, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307, here with you today, sitting next to my beautiful flowers that my husband brought for me. These are my favorite petunias, these purple ones right here. They are called Starry Night petunias, and I had not been able to find any because when we went on vacation, the places didn't have any. So he surprised me with that, so win for the hubby today. So I do want to let you guys know that I didn't do a weekly check-in yesterday because we were busy. Let me show you this here.
But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you.
Busy having fun, enjoying the summer. So we are going to be adding our weekly check-in along with our Transfer Tuesday today, and I know it's going to be posting a little bit later, so I apologize for that, but let's go ahead and jump into the numbers. Hello everyone, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307, here with you today. As I just said, we're here to do two things today, and we do have, of course, Georgette here because we're going to be adding our coins into her, and we've also got Fred Jr. here because what would a video be like without Fred Jr.? I do want to let you guys know I am shaking it up big time this time. We are changing things up the way that I do things, and so let's go ahead and jump right in. And I will show you what I'm doing. So I'm working in my Happy Planner. For those of you guys that have watched my channel before, you know that I make PDFs. Well, I had some problems with the planner that I ordered. So I've got some Sarah Marie stickers that I ordered right here that are still sitting in here that I haven't even opened, that I'm not sure I'm going to use. And I'll show you guys why. So let me go ahead and go to my July. And this is PDFs that I created and are now listed on my Etsy shop. I am still working out a couple of the kinks, and I will get those fixed for the August set. So the July set, if you're interested in this, I put them on there. I know we're already a week into July, but I put them on there at 50% discount. So take a look, and it's a great big huge pack. So I love having a cover sheet because I like organizing with these little Erin Condren tabs or anything else. Then I've got my calendar. And so this is one thing that's going to be different for me. I am trying to get away from using stickers, and I love my stickers and I like things looking pretty. Well, because of doing things like wanting other things and to spend my allowance on other things besides stickers, I came up with this. Now, I have seen lots of people's YouTube channels with amazing ideas for printables, things like that. And I do want to give a quick shout out to the Crafty Budgeter. She was my inspiration, and I tried not to copy anything of hers, but if things look similar, I want to give her a quick shout out. If you guys are not subscribed to her, head on over there. Her videos are absolutely amazing. So no more stickers. So what that means is I am going to be using my spending categories, and I'm going to be writing them in and using my highlighters. These are the mild liners that I bought for myself quite a while ago that I haven't used yet. I am going to go ahead and label these to match. So for example, this color right here is going to be unbudgeted. And if you look over here on the side of the calendar, I've got what all of the categories are. If you look all the way down here at the very bottom, let me zoom you guys in so you can check out what I'm talking about. And you guys know I really stink at this, moving this stuff around, so we're just going to move this to match. So right here, spending categories. So we've got our food, then we've got our stockpile travel food, gas or car, my money, miscellaneous fun, home, unbudgeted, and then we have bills. And we have 5 different highlighter colors that match with the bills. And that's because I like using the highlighter method that the Budget Mom uses. So that is a way that I can do this. And I still have stickers that I've purchased. I don't know. I might go back to that, but I absolutely love how this turned out. So that is going to be where for a weekly check-in, we write in what we spent. So that's why I had to let you guys know that. And then this is a whole set of PDFs. I'm not going to get into all of them today. Feel free to take a look, but here we go. Here is our July weekly check-in. So we're going to do that first. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. I have got 4 weeks. I want to give you guys the dates before I do. So we are checking in right now for June 30th through July 4th. So a short little week. Then we've got July 5th through the 11th, July 16th through the 18th, and at the end of the month, which I hate to do, but it's just the way it landed, we've got July 19th through the 29th. So let's go ahead and get this weekly check-in started. I hope everybody is enjoying their summer. Here in Wyoming, our summers are so short. We've got to take all the time we can. And as my picture showed, we went boating yesterday and it was absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and grab out my cash dividers out of my wallet. I do want to give a quick shout out to my friend Crystal over at What Was Mommy Thinking. She is doing all kinds of stuff on her YouTube channel as well as in her Etsy shop. So make sure you go check her out. And her Etsy shop is WWMT Mercantile. Now, I don't believe she has any of these dividers on there right now, but I know if you message her, she'd be happy to make them for you. But she has envelopes, she has stickers, she has so much stuff. So make sure you check her out. Well, let's talk about food, all right? And we are going to go ahead and put both types of our food into our notes here. So our starting balances for food was $800 this month. So I'm going to go ahead and put $800. And then plus or minus. So we spent a total of $200. No, yeah, $200. We spent our full $150 on our items here. So we went to Taco Bell, we went to Smith's, and then between Smith's and Walmart, I spent my $50 for my out of town and stockpile food. And so we're just going to go ahead and put 200 here. But we need to also go ahead and fill out our calendar for these because these are not on there yet because I just changed over, you guys. This is brand new. And so I do want to show you that for the out of town food, I'm carrying it with me. I've got $150, so that stays folded behind my grocery. And then the rest of my food for my weekly goes into my accordion files. So let me go ahead and grab out that money so we can make sure that we've still got the, what should we have? So we should have $450 left. So let's make sure. And these are set in weekly piles. So we should have 3 piles of $150, which we do. And I'm going to go ahead, since I've got it out, I'm going to pull that $150 for this next week so that it is there, and that saves me a little bit of time. So that is our check-in for our food. But let's go ahead and use our cards here to go back to our calendar and add in those transactions. From now on, I'm going to try to do it before I film, but I want to show you guys how I'm going to be using these new PDFs. Back to the calendar. Our spending happened on July 1st. And I forgot to highlight this right here for my husband. And the lighting looks so dark over here on this side. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So just so you know, when you look at my calendar, if you see bills that are at the top of the day, those are my bills. If they're at the bottom of the square, those are my husband's. And then we have our paydays, which we have color highlighted. So because I don't have a lot of room up here, I'm just going to go ahead and put food. And I'm going to go ahead and put $150. And then I'm going to go ahead and put stockpile food and go ahead and put $50. And we have accounted for both of those. And so our regular food is this color and our stockpile food is this color. And in the future, I'm probably going to try to make a little bit more room. I am just combining 2 separate calendars. I used to have one calendar in my Happy Planner. Let me show you really quick for anybody that hasn't been here before. I had this calendar that I was using for all of my bills, and then I was using my Erin Condren for my expense tracking. So I am combining both of those into one to try to make my life a little bit easier, because I tell you what, life is just too short. And again, to me, that looks dark. I hope you guys can see it okay. So that is our food. And we're going to stay here on this page as we check in for our next category, which let's go ahead and check in for our car category. So car, I still have quite a bit of money left in here. Let's take a look and see. So on the first, we also got gas. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I said I need to figure out a way to make sure I have plenty of room. So I spent $40 on gas. Let's make sure we've got 160 left. We do. We have 50, 100, 20, 40, and 60. And let's go ahead and add that to our book right here. And we're just going to put it right above Discover. And I don't remember which bill or how my husband paid that Discover, so I can't highlight it right now. But we're just going to go ahead and put gas. And I'm just going to put car next to it. And it was $40. And the gas highlighter is this blue color. And so we're still doing our color coding system. We are just using markers or highlighters, the mild liners, instead of using the stickers. So this is what we're going to roll with. This is how we're going to try to do it. Next, let's go ahead and, you know what, let's stay in the calendar view to make things a little bit easier. We're going to put all of our transactions down and go from there. I can tell you that there are some transactions on here that I need to put onto the calendar for next week because I have already spent money today. So I'm just correcting this. I just went and grabbed some more copies. I took this to our local little copy shop. It's a little locally owned business, and I had them print these out for me. I have a printer, but I don't have the paper that I wanted yet. I'm going to have to order that. I'm going to have to see how this color printer that I have is going to work. I know, that's a long story. So here's what I was afraid of. We look at this right here, and we have got more expenses on the first, which just happened to be the payday. If the payday wasn't there, we would be just fine. So we're going to go ahead and put some of these on the second, even though it didn't happen on the second. So we have got my eyelashes, and this is one of the reasons why I am looking at getting away from stickers. I want to keep my eyelashes. I like them. And then I got myself a coffee, and you're going to see that on here a couple more times. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and put $11 here because we had two of those. We had one on the first, and then we had one on the 6th. I do want to point out right here that I had a deposit of $20. I did some extra side hustle work. That's the only reason why I bought myself that second cup of coffee or chai, is because of that side hustle. So we have $50 that came out plus another 11, and then we jump down to the 6th. And so we're not going to worry about those. I'll get those added in before the next video for the next check-in. And then of course we do have that deposit, which we will deal with in the next page. So those right there are purple. And so is that everything? Yep. So that is my money there. So eyelashes and some coffee or chai teas. I write down coffee even though, you know, I have that. So let's go ahead and go off of this total to make sure. I should have $74 right now. After my side hustle money and the coffee, I should have had $109, but I have since spent $35. So this is why I like to try to do my, you know, check-ins when I'm supposed to. So $74, 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can see right here on the 6th, copies, and another chai tea. So it cost me $29 today in copies, which is kind of spendy, but we're just figuring this out. So I decided to spend this money on these copies instead of buying another Erin Condren planner, but that's a long story. So my money is correct, and I will input the other transactions from today onto here. So let's go ahead and check in for fun and miscellaneous. Fun and miscellaneous, we do not have anything out of, so we've got $25 still there. Then for our home category, we don't have anything out of that yet, so that's $50. And that is our categories. Unbudgeted, I don't have anything out of unbudgeted right now. So that is what our week looks like. It's a short little week because I got paid on the 30th, so it was just the 1st through the 4th, or it included the 30th, but there was nothing there. So let's go ahead and flip on over to that check-in. Wrong one. There we go. Check-in. So now let's go ahead and use our dividers here. I am going to fill in what I know here. So we didn't spend any money in either of those categories there. We spent $40 on gas, and we started with $200. So that left us $160. And then unbudgeted, we didn't have anything budgeted for that, and we didn't spend anything. So a 0, 0, and 0. Home, right now, before my husband adds his money in for the month, we had 50, and for miscellaneous fund, we had 25. And so our ending balances match those. And then for mine, I've got to look at my divider because with already spending money, I don't know what my total actually is supposed to be. So for me, I started with $150. And then we have something unusual, which I normally don't do. We have plus 20 because I let myself keep some of that side hustle money. And then we have, let's see, we did minus 61. So let me take my calculator. That's the good thing about budgeting, everybody, is that you can make it work for you. It's your budget, right? You're the only one that you have to answer to. And if you want to do it a certain way, then that works out just perfect. So 109. All right, so we did that correctly. So my ending balance is 109. I'm going to make a note right here that I had the side hustle that was adding the $20. Okay, and so normally for our food, if we have any money left in our weekly food, we go ahead and take that to our Transfer Tuesday. We don't have any of that left. If you watched my last grocery haul, I was super lucky to have caught some sales, and, you know, I'm not going to, say, hey, I'm sorry for spending all of my money, because I'm not. So that's our weekly check-in. Let's go ahead and jump into our Transfer Tuesday. I'm trying to not make this video too long, and I'm sorry that my nails are a mess. I'm getting ready to go work out in the yard, and so I will be redoing them, but I wasn't going to redo them right before I went out and worked in the yard. So here is our debt snowballs, which we're going to need. So debt snowballs, we've got my hubby's and mine there. And then here is our Transfer Tuesday. There's a sneak peek for next month. Here is our Transfer Tuesday. And I'm going to go ahead and pull those debt snowballs out just to make life a little bit easier so we're not jumping back and forth. Let's see. So what have I done? Debt snowball. That debt snowball is done. So we've got these two debt snowballs. Let's pull them out. I'm going to pull them out very, very carefully because this is beautiful paper that I spent a pretty penny for. And then let me show you guys this. This is what I love. So I go to the copy place, I get fancy paper, I pay for the stuff, and it's all beautiful. And then what do? I try to mess up the hole punches. Luckily, they're still working, but like I tell you guys, right? We're just here to keep it real. So Transfer Tuesday. So week 1 for July 6th is what day we're doing this one right here. And we know that we have no money left for groceries, which we normally do. I can tell you guys this. I do have a little bit of side hustle money for surveys and for Etsy, but they were such small amounts that we're going to wait and hold on to those until next week. So there is only one transaction for Transfer Tuesday, and it's okay, you guys. I am super excited about this one, and this is for me. I told you guys I let myself keep $20 out of my side hustle money. Well, I had gotten $80. So here we go. I just don't even know how to use my own dang forms. So let's try this again. Let's rewind. Back that up. So we are going to be doing a payment to First National Bank. And this is going to be our side hustle money. This is what I normally do. And so for this right here, we are going to take the rest of the $60 that I had. So there, or the 80. So I took 20 out of it. So we've got $60 right there. Our beginning balance on our First National Bank as of 7/1 was $10,737.16. Then we're going to go ahead and make a payment of $60. And that is going to move us down to $10,677.16. So $60 going straight to First National Bank. And then this is my debt snowball check-in right here. I went ahead and updated it and transferred it over from my last one. And so today's date is 7/6, and we are going to go ahead and put side hustle right here. And we're going to subtract that $60. That's going to take us down to $10,677.16. Perfect. Amazing. Unfortunately, my hubby is not going to be able to have any money for this week, but the next week I am going to try so hard to spend as little grocery money and food money as I possibly can. What? Yorkie's barking? Never. Again, I think I'm losing my mind. I had told you guys that we were going to be putting more money towards our Transfer Tuesdays when you guys like my videos. And then the last 2 times I forgot. And then I made myself a sticky note for how many it was supposed to be for the last video. And I don't know, it was 30 something. So we're going to go ahead and round that one up to $40 to debt. And then we're going to go ahead and add another $32 for likes on the other video. So let's get that done. Here we are back again. So let's go ahead and fix this. This is kind of exciting though, because I wanted some more money movement. If you can hear the Yorkies barking out there, I am sorry. So we are going to do YouTube likes, right? And like I said, we are going to do $40. This is going to come out of my buffer, just so you guys know. And so we've got, and oh, shoot, that was from, we're just going to say 2 weeks ago. And then we're going to go ahead and do a last week's as well. And we're just going to put 1 week ago, because here on this channel, we're keeping it real. I just can't believe I say this stuff and then I forget. And then I just told you guys how much the other one was, and now I can't remember. So I looked it up, but I didn't write it down. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're just going to do 35. So that's going to be an extra $75, but we're not going to put this towards First National Bank, you guys. We're actually going to put this towards vacation. I know I said it would be going towards debt, but we still have this in the negative. So we're going to take that $75 and put it towards vacation. Let me grab out the sinking fund for vacation really quickly, and we will get this done. I just am so thankful you guys still choose to watch me, even when I do silly stuff like this. Alrighty, so vacation still at negative 203. So 7/6. We are going to do a Transfer Tuesday, and we are going to be adding $75 into this. So that is going to take that 203 down to negative 128. So we are getting there. And I think to make things easier so that I can keep track of everything, I am going to have you guys like this video. So if you put a like on this video, that is going to be going to the next Transfer Tuesday. Make it a little bit easier on myself. And it is either going to go to the debt snowball, or it's going to go to one of the negative funds. Once our funds are all back up to 0, all of the likes are going to go to the debt snowball. So $75 will be coming out. And so we've added an extra 75 plus the 60, and our total is now $135 right here for our total that we're going to be transferring today. All right, everybody. Thanks for being patient with me. Now back to the video. So now part of our Transfer Tuesday is also over here. I don't know why I opened that up. Right here, we're going to put Georgette. And we are going to see how many coins we have got in Georgette for the first week of July. Let me go ahead and grab my change out of here. And there's a lot. It amazes me how much change I have. I mean, look at all of this. And I have to grab my husband's change too, because he is joining in on this. So he is giving me his change. He did get a 50-cent piece that he was asking me if it would go into Georgette or not. And I said, I don't know. He decided to keep that. Let me make sure I've got 2 areas that change could go into in my wallet. We're good there. And here is my husband's change. So quite a bit. All right, let's bring Georgette on. So she had a balance of $12.40. So we're going to go ahead and put that on my paper. And we're going to go ahead and add in the money to Georgette. Let's see where we are sitting. So 1240 is where we're starting. I just love that I found this little piggy. And I have had some comments on other videos asking where I found Georgette at, where I bought her from. As I've explained in other videos, for those of you guys that may not have watched that video, Georgette came from a friend's daughter. A coworker's daughter was selling her for $5. And so I picked her up for $5, and she came with over $1 of pennies in her. So well worth it. I have heard some other YouTubers or some watchers that tell me that they have George. So I'm assuming he is the same pig, but possibly blue. So let's see how much change we have saved for the week. And it is amazing. Like normally I would spend my change as I would do my shopping, as I would go places. But it's amazing how much change you get for as few transactions as I had. I am surprised with how much change was in my wallet. But I'm pretty sure a lot of this came from the grocery transactions and stuff because, of course, I just added those all together to make our lives easier because I'm still having a little bit of growing pains with transitioning to different things. But let's see how much. Where's she at? $19.04. So before I'm taking my calculator and subtracting. So we had $6.64 today, my friends, in Georgette. So her new balance is $19.04. And for me, I just wrote that off to the side right here. I'm not going to draw a piggy this time. Actually, I say that, and then I'm like, all right, let's draw this kind of piggy right here. Where we just take, and we just do that. And then, are piggy's ears round, or are they square? Because Georgette's are kind of round on her. But I feel like piggies they don't have round ears. Bears have round ears, right? I don't know. We're just going to do that. I know I just told you guys that I wasn't going to draw Georgette, but what I need to do is put a little bow in her hair right here so everybody knows that this is a girl piggy. There we go. So that's Georgette. So our side hustle this week gave me $60. So we have a total of $60 for our side hustle. Let me go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of August so that if anybody is interested in purchasing it, that you guys can see it. I don't want to take a long time, but I want to show you guys what I have developed. So I like having the cover sheet. Like I said, I went with pastels for August, which I think are absolutely beautiful. Let me spread you guys out a little bit. I always say the wrong word. Spread. We know it's not spread. And I know the last time I said that, my friend Kat was laughing at me. Zoom out. We are zooming out. So there's the 2-page August, and you've got a note section. You've also got your spending categories down there. And then we have got the August budget plan. So the idea behind this one is this is for your entire month of August. So this is for you to take all of your money, take all of your bills, all of your sinking funds, your envelopes, anything like that, and budget it down that way. And I've got the budget totals right down here. Then I've got paycheck to paycheck budgets with all of the categories, your income, your bills, your envelopes, your sinking funds, extra debt, extra savings. I can tell you guys this. I just filled in my July one for me, and I realized that I've got a little bit more space down at the bottom that will print. So I'm going to be adding another category or another one to bills, to envelopes, one to sinking fund, and I think one extra one to debt. So this will come down farther like the budget plan. And of course, the set just comes with one of these, and then it comes with a cash envelope breakdown or a cash breakdown. Now you're going to see I have multiple of these. That's because I have printed off extras because I have one payday. My husband has at least 2 paydays, if not 3 paydays. And I printed an extra one for myself just in case I had a really hard time. Then we've got our weekly check-in. So we've got 4 weeks for a weekly check-in. We have got expense trackers. Now, obviously, you only get one. I chose to print multiples because I track my Discover checking account, my Wells Fargo checking account, which usually takes 2 pages because that's the one that I'm putting money in and out of. And then I also printed one for my husband's checking account. And then this is our Debt Snowball monthly check-in, which we just saw that we utilized. And I just think this one turned out beautiful. And I'm thinking that this pattern being lighter is going to be okay. But Debt Snowball, you normally only get one. On the back side, you've got a debt tracker. And I used to do this in my Erin Condren. So I put down my debt name, what the beginning is, how much I paid, how much interest was charged, and what the ending balance is. So you can go with multiple debts. And then I put some debt notes down here too. And so I printed a few more of the Debt Snowballs. And then I've also got a savings tracker. This is probably not something that I will share with you guys on camera, just because I don't let you guys know how much savings I have, but you could print multiples of these if you've got multiple savings accounts or different areas. And so I will probably start tracking my husband and I's emergency fund that is in the bank in this right here. And then we've got sinking funds. We've got a sinking fund tracker. And then we have got a transaction log. So the sinking fund tracker, I am going to be utilizing this for my mid-month and my month end. I just changed it to a tracker instead of a mid-month and month-end check-in. I don't know why, I just thought I liked the words there. And then of course this transaction log, you can print out as many as you need. And then back here, we have got the Transfer Tuesday for August, and August has 5 Tuesdays, so I did print out 5 of those. All right, everybody. I know this was kind of a hodgepodge of a video, and I'm trying to get it done really quick before I go out and do some yard work. Thank you for joining me today for my weekly check-in and my Transfer Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you guys the next time. And of course, until the next time, make sure you keep on smiling. Bye, everyone.
Another love, yeah. We do this every day, we do this love for life.